Hello everyone, XNYC Prepper, and it's a beautiful Sunday morning. It's the day after the epic so-called fight that most of us saw at Netflix last night with Mike Tyson against Jake Paul. But before I get into that fight, I want to talk about the other fights that we saw. There were three other fights, and three other fights at the main card, and one was with the Indian guy against the Brazilian. And what a funny fight. I'm going to call it a funny fight. Why? Because during the weigh-ins, the Indian guy actually tickled the Brazilian guy in his belly, and the Brazilian guy laughed. He laughed about it. And in the ring, while they were fighting, the Indian guy cornered the Brazilian. Cornered him, and the Brazilian had his back into the corner. And the Indian came from behind him and humped him like as if he were a dog, humped him on his butt. And the Brazilian really, it didn't piss him off. I gotta tell you guys something. Even if I was in the ring, in front of millions of people on Netflix, if he'd have done that to me, the fight would have been over. If you would have disrespected me like that, like as a man, I would have turned around and swept him on the floor and mounted on top of him and beat the shit out of him. No more boxing now at that point. But maybe he enjoyed it. I don't know. He was pretty happy at the end, the Brazilian guy. He wasn't upset. He was very colorful, had a lot of tattoos. He's a so-called, he's like an influencer. I think he's a YouTuber also in his country, I guess. I hope the people are proud of him, getting humped on TV by that little Indian guy. The ladies fight, that was a great fight. Well, let me get back. Before that, we had the Barros fight. I don't know, the two Mexican guys, two Mexican Americans. Very good fight. That was a good fight. It was like a split decision or something like that. And then came the real fight of the night. Shout out to the ladies who could fight, who fought much more better than any of these guys did, actually. All right? That was one hell of a fight. Amanda Serrano against Katie. I forgot Katie's last name. Katie from Ireland. Amanda from Puerto Rico. And it was an incredible fight. Katie headbutted Amanda. Cut her up. Made a nasty, big, giant gash on her face. And I believe that's what caused Amanda the fight. She couldn't get into her rhythm. She was actually winning the fight, I believe. But they gave the split decision to Katie. And Katie was known, or is known, for headbutting people. She leads with her head. And when you lead with your head and you duck down and you come up, that's how you cut somebody. That's why in self-defense in the street, the head is an incredible weapon. If somebody's up on your face like this, like how people go up on each other's faces like that, and you just headbutt that guy, whoa, you'll knock him out. This is like a bowling ball. Some people, it's like a steel ball. And then came the Tyson fight. And when I saw the look in Tyson's face as he was walking in, and I could tell there was something wrong. He didn't have the look of a fighter who was about to go into the ring to combat, to destroy, to conquer, to win. He did not have that look. He had a look like, I don't know, like a little boy, like a look of guilt, actually. Now that I think about it, it's sort of like a look of guilt, like he knew that this was not a real fight. This was a staged fight. Okay, he knew what he was doing is not what he normally does. And he didn't feel good about it. But $30 million will make you forget a lot of things. And do things that you normally don't want to do. It's not in your heart. And I believe this was like the WWE. I mean, Jake Paul really did not try to knock out Tyson. I could see it. He really didn't try to knock him out. And Tyson, all those little training videos that we seen him do for 30 seconds, a little hitting the pads. Well, pads don't hit back. It's like what Bruce Lee said to, who was it? I forgot, but Bruce Lee saying was, boards don't hit back. Same thing, pads don't hit back. And it looked like Tyson wasn't in that great of a shape cardio-wise. He did make it 8 rounds. 16 minutes of running around a ring and throwing a few punches does take a lot out of you guys. It does. So I give him that. But if he had enough energy for 8 rounds to do this show, then he had enough energy to actually fight. If he would have gotten aggressive, the first round he looked good. When he first came out there, I was happy. I seen him throw that jab. He hit him with the jab, and he started doing a little bit of the Tyson thing here, and it was good. The first round, I was like, all right, we got to fight. And then after the second round, third round, fourth round, I said, oh boy, that's it. He had no legs. He had no balance, because in boxing and in fighting, that's one of the most important things is your balance. And he didn't have it. And what that goes to tell me is that, first off, definitely to me, and if I'm wrong, I'm sorry for thinking this way, but this is the way they made me think. This was all staged. Tyson knew that he wasn't going to get knocked out. Paul knew that Jake Paul knew that he was not going to knock out Tyson. And it looked like a WWE wrestling. You know, and Tyson has been in the WWE wrestling shows. He's done a few of them, like a lot of boxers have done, you know. I remember when Ali fought the Japanese guy, I forgot his name. Inomi or something. I don't know. But of course, it was staged. Or when they went after, I forgot what boxer. Was it Tyson? I mean, not Tyson. Was it Muhammad? Or maybe it was Tyson. I'm not sure. But it was with, what do you call him? Oh, God, I can't think about it. The big wrestler. It doesn't matter. So what I'm trying to say is this looked like it was staged. He took the $30 million. He didn't look like he was too proud of what happened. At the end of the fight, the announcer asked Mike, was he happy with the outcome of the fight? And Mike said, yes, I'm happy. And then what he said was, I'm not here to make everybody happy. I'm here to make myself happy. Something like that. So that means to tell you that from the beginning, he had no intentions of knocking out Jake Paul. It didn't look like he was trying to really knock him out. So that's my reaction to this fight. For me, it was disappointing because Mike was, and the young Mike still is, one of my favorite boxers of all time. Is he the greatest boxer of all time? I don't know. I mean, Muhammad, you know, was a great, great boxer. They used to say he was the greatest. If you ask me, if you're going to be the greatest, you should go out undefeated. Like The Rock, Rocky Marciano, my Tyson. He went out undefeated. Nobody ever beat him. And so I'm not sure who should have that title, the greatest fighter, the greatest boxer of all time. Of course, Paul was saying afterwards, yeah, you're the greatest, you were the greatest, and I beat you. Yeah, okay, Paul. All right. Fight somebody your own size, your own age, and see what happens. You're going to get your ass kicked. But life goes on. And while we were watching this fight, half the world was watching this fight, I believe that Israel attacked Iran again, some secret nuclear plant, and, you know, guys, don't let none of these distractions take us off of what really is happening in this world. Everything is a distraction. Everything is a fake. This is like the election. That election, we're supposed, oh my God, if Trump wins, there's going to be civil war. Well, nothing happened. Everybody's bowing down to Trump now. Oh, okay, here, peaceful transition. Why is there such a peaceful transition? Because it's all staged. It's all staged. But they were calling Trump Hitler. All right? He was going to destroy democracy. The worst person on earth. They tried to kill him twice on TV. Yet now he gets elected. There's a whole bunch of fake Democratic votes that are missing, that were there in the last election. So that means that they were all fake, right? They're not there now. They just didn't fake it now. They gave it to Trump. Why? Why? Because they need someone like Trump. All right? They need someone like Trump. Let me tell you guys something, okay? And I'm sorry I'm going from boxing to Trump on my video. But I just wanted you guys to realize this is all staged. This is a big Broadway show. Everything that you see is not real. Most things that we see on that television are not real. Okay? So, what's happening now in our world? Okay, with the New World Order. They've decided, they said, okay, we're going to war with Iran. We're going to war in the Middle East. We are in war with the Middle East. We're just using Israel, or Israel is using us. Okay. And what's the plan? Oh, the Muslims hate us. Oh, they are a threat to the world. If they get their hands on nuclear weapons, it's all over. We got to destroy them. Listen, the plan is to take over the land. It's all about land, all about oil. It's all about taking over. If they don't do this, they won't be ahead of the game in front of China and Russia. Because China and Russia and Iran and North Korea, they're all they have a gang. That's their gang. Okay? So, this is just about power taking over. And listen, I'm not for Iran or the Muslims. No, I'm not. I'm not for the Muslims, right? I mean, I don't like your religion. God, I'm sorry. Forgive you. Forgive me. All right? I don't have any Buddhists threatening us to kill us. Okay? I don't think it says it in whatever that religion is that they're allowed to kill. But in some religions, it does say that. I've seen it on YouTube. And some things on YouTube are real. Not everything. But, you know, so I'm not for the Muslims. I'm not for Iran. I'm not for the Jews. Okay, I'm not for the Zionists. I'm not for any of them. And all I know is what's going to happen in the future is not going to be nice. I believe that we will go to World War III, not against Russia. Maybe Trump, once he's there in January, he could stop that war in Russia, become the hero. He says, oh, okay, I did something I told you I was going to do. But I also told you, I've been warning you, I'm going after Iran. And now's the time. And when that happens, remember, listen to this part, okay? I'm going to try to make myself look like an Iranian here. Hang on. And I don't mean to offend anybody. I have friends who are from the Middle East. But hang on one second. I'll be right back. My name is Akbar. And this is my friend Mohammed. Mohammed, how are you? Akbar, I'm doing good, Akbar. Do you know what our new mission is, Akbar? No, Mohammed. What is our new mission? Our new mission, Akbar, is to infiltrate the United States. We will go south of the border. We can make believe we are Mexican. You look like a Mexican, Akbar. You do too, Muhammad. Okay, so once we get into the United States through the open border of Mexico, we just sit still and wait for the order to attack the United States from within. And how are we going to do that, Muhammad? Well, there are many ways, Akbar. We can actually hit their power grid. We don't need to throw nukes across the world. As long as we're here already, a couple of smart bombs, we turn off their power grid and the United States is toast. And we will celebrate. You will get your 27 women. You're getting extra women now, Akbar. Do this for Allah. Yes, I will do it. I'm sharpening my knife right now. Okay, we're on the way to the USA through the Mexican border. You guys get the drift? So, everything's a show. Everything is a show. All right? In the meantime, enjoy your life because you only get one. You only get one. Go out like a man, not like Mike Tyson did. Okay, sorry, Tyson. If it was me, I would have gave it everything. I would have shown my emotion. Even when I lost, I would have been pissed. I would have said, no. I was trying to win for you guys. But you did not show that, Mike. You went out, if you ask me, like a wuss for your $30 million. Go smoke some weed, brother. Bye.